Okay guys, welcome back. My camera is not the best camera in the world, but we have to do with what I got, you know what I mean.
We have to do a part 2.
But yes, so this is going to be part 2 of the first ever interview, and with your guys, the Funny Bros. These guys.
Yep.
And
we
kind of cut Mike G off. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
I really need to apologize
That's
for
fine.
that.
Anyway, in our last video, we were speaking of goals individually or all together for our channel. As I was about to say, if we really had goals, we'd be stressing ourselves out trying to come up with content. If we don't have really much of goals, we really throw our ideas out there. We click, we start making ideas. We know what our fans want because we see the views. And to be honest, and this goes back to the question on how long this channel will last. Our goal is to having this channel as long as we can, coming up with content that we can. And individually, PR has this channel, which he's doing right now. I will be having my own channel, and
I'm just now starting
his.
My own.
And whenever Johnny Blaze gets his,
we'll do something for him. We'll set him up with something. He has a computer with a camera built in, so he can
do something.
He can do his own little diary entry thing every day.
Talk show.
But my whole point being is even though Funny Bros may discontinue, maybe I don't want it to discontinue in the next 3-5 years. But individually, we have our own channels that if you guys still want to see us individually, depending upon who you like more. And it's not really a competition. It's competition between us. We really care about doing this content. YouTube is a part of our lives because we have a lot of YouTube channels that we watch ourselves. My personal favorites are McJuggernuggets, Markiplier, Raid Wolf Gamer, and I'm pretty sure Larry, Johnny, and PR has his own set of favorite channels that they watch too.
I definitely do. Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, PewDiePie sometimes.
But let's just try not
Game Grumps.
But let's try not to get too involved with our favorite channels.
Yeah.
Anyway, your future goals for this channel, I'll let you go on.
Yeah, because we didn't get John on that question. So your goals of the channel, whatever you want to do when you get your own channel, because you are definitely getting your own channel. I don't care what I have to do. You're getting a channel.
I don't have goals for this channel. It's just, to make people happy, because that's rare for this planet. People are rarely
It
fun.
really is something this
So
country
I
needs.
thought it would just get people energized, just to make them laugh,
Something to watch while they may not have the best of days, which we all have suffered at one point in time where we've had the most terrible day in our lives that, I hate to say it, some people have considered committing suicide I don't want to really get on that subject, but we really need to do that for our channel, is really talk to our fans about, just your fans and our fans, about how they can deal with stress, depression, and...
we should really do that.
Actually, I want to say, if I may, Paul Riley,
you got the floor,
guys,
man. I mean, this isn't just for me.
You guys may have the shittiest day ever. You may feel down. You may feel like, that knife may look friendly, whatever, sitting next to you that might,
And don't cut. Please don't cut. It does nothing.
Whatever may end the suffering, whatever may end the pain, whatever may make you happy, don't do it.
Don't cut.
We're asking you.
I repeat, please don't cut.
We know what it's like. I've lost loved ones to suicide. I know a few of us may have. I personally deal with depression myself. However, I go and I look at Funny Bros, I look at Paul Riley's videos, and it puts a smile on my face. I'm asking you, not as a member of Funny Bros, not as Nathan Metz, I'm asking
as a human being,
as a fellow human. Try looking up something on YouTube, or just look at...
Do something in general that makes you happy.
Look at something that will make you happy. And if it works...
I want to make this quote.
Try that.
I want to make this quote. Cutting won't ease the pain.
Yeah,
it'll just show you how much you are suffering, your pain you are suffering from that. All it will do is remind you of why you did it.
But then again, you might cut something in your wrist, like your vein, and you'll bleed out and die. wrists are made for wearing bracelets or jewelry or whatever, not
Or even a
for-
necklace just so you can check the time of what you're doing throughout the day.
Yes.
But my whole point is, don't cut.
Please.
Don't.
We beg you.
Please don't. And as hard as it may seem to be, don't think about suicide. It may think, even though you may think life is so terrible that you just want to end it.
It's just only one person.
My point being is there are better ways to ease the stress, to make life better by doing things you love and reminding yourself that there are people in this world that love you, like your mother, your father, brother, sister, family members, even your bestest friends that are always there by your side. I mean,
These guys have a
four
point.
and PR. Even
I would get in that group hug right now, but I'm standing my ground
Not
right now.
only hurt yourself, but you hurt everyone around you. Friends, family.
Habits are hard to
partners.
kick, but scars stay forever.
Anyway,
I just want to say something real quick. I've watched this YouTuber on the internet before. I've probably talked to him. Talked about him to you guys before. His name is Johnny Gilbert. At the end of every one of his videos, he says, "Life's a bitch. Don't quit. You know, be happy, not crappy." And I feel like that's one of the best mottos you could live by, because
it really
just thinking about it gets your mind set as in where you want to be in life and not wanting to do whatever that is. But I feel like we've already, we've been on this topic long enough, and I'm not trying to want to, because, when we talk about this and people that are in that state, we talk about it, it kind of ends up taking them more to that.
It brings them down forever.
So,
and I apologize.
I apologize. These guys definitely apologize.
yes, we
because, but
deeply apologize.
But I'm not going to edit any of this out because I don't have the time to do that. All my videos I really don't edit because, one, I don't have the equipment to do it, the proper equipment to do it. I can do it, it's really a hassle to me, and I don't feel like doing it, and it's just hard for me, and I'm not that smart with most technology, so it's just easier to upload it and say, here you guys go, do whatever you want with this video.
Please don't take any offense to what our opinions are and what we say. We're only speaking our opinions and what we feel and what we think. So please.
And we're only human.
Yeah,
Yes.
We're only human. We can't change who we are.
Anyway, I think we've been on this subject long enough. Like Pierre said, let's move on to our next question.
Next question.
So, okay, I wanted to get to know a little bit more of your favorite things, like, your favorite thing to do is, all that. So, one of your favorite TV shows that you would like, I don't know, maybe one from your childhood, maybe one from now, whenever. What's your favorite all-time TV show?
I would say the Three Stooges. That always got my day. Whenever I had a bad day, I was always laughing, So,
Well, I kind of got a few. Some old TV shows I used to watch, like my grandpa, love him to death because he got me into watching the Abbott and Costello show, the Three Stooges. My grandmother, my uncle used to watch Fess Parker and Daniel Boone and Davy Crockett. And as a child, when I was growing up, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you watched these guys a lot on television when they came out in the mid-90s, Power Rangers. And just to be a little fan do it, I'm just going to do some of my favorite roll calls from Power Rangers. It's Morphin time! Tyrannosaurus!
That one was actually a good one.
That was good. I appreciate that.
If you guys want to see me do some improv, I can do that on my
He does
channel as
some
well.
really, really good improv. He does voices from ranging to Family Guy and all that. But I'm going to leave a link in the description, definitely, for all of you guys, for the Funny Bros channel, your individual channels.
Yep.
And when John gets whatever he gets, I will just make another separate video just for him because I don't have anything to put in the description for him. So yeah.
But anyway, for what I watch now, I kind of watch Beyond Scared Straight on A&E, which it's coming to an end. And I used to watch Storm Chasers and some true TV shows like Lizard Lick Towing, Operation Repo, Hardcore Pawn. I kind of watch those every now and then, and also like Pawn Stars. And then I'll shut up and let my buddy Nathan Knights talk.
You're all right, man. But my shows that I favorite from back then, recent, and now. Back then it was Courage the Cowardly Dog. Loved that
it.
thing.
Yes.
a little bit earlier on, it was Transformers Cybertron. when it was still
Definitely,
going
I
on.
remember that.
That one was a good one. Mythbusters was somewhat recent. Dual Survival. And actually here recently I've been doing some Gold Rush on Discovery Channel.
Yeah, I watch
Good
that
shows.
sometimes too.
Good shows, and they keep me entertained. So.
I just want to say something real quick because when I was little, I used to watch the Cowardly Courage Dog or whatever, and literally I thought it was some kind of horror cartoon. So I never really wanted to watch it. I would cry every time.
Scary, yeah.
Every time it came on, I would cry and go to my
I
bedroom.
guess you would count it as horror.
Just that's a little additional thing because I know I'm part of the Funny Bros channel, so I'm gonna from time to time throw my input into these questions as well. If you guys say something based on what I have or whatever, you get the point.
And just to satisfy myself one more time, I'm going to do one more improv from my favorite childhood TV series.
Let's do it.
Dino Thunder, power up, ha!
That was a good one.
Season 12, Power Rangers Dino Thunder.
Not a bad one. Next question, Paul Riley?
Please.
Okay, so we kind of got on to the basis of TV shows, and kind of next to TV shows, you got movies, which are just like, just one disc. You got. So, what is your favorite movie?
You want to start this off? Or you want
You
me
know
to?
what? I would have to say I am a Fast and Furious fan.
Kind of knew you were gonna say
But
that.
but actually, I am a Need for Speed nerd, so I would say the movie Need for Speed.
For me, well, I can't say anything currently. Obviously, the last 3 years, The Hobbit has come out, and when I was around 7, 8 years old when The Lord of the Rings came out, it was the awesomest thing I've ever seen. But honestly, here recently, one of my favorite all-time movies I used to watch with my grandpa all the time was Twister. That movie right there got me into storm chasing.
Yes.
That movie had such great effects with twisters. Everything. The soundtrack was awesome. It had the most unique soundtrack ever. And every time I hear that one scene where Van Halen plays Humans Being, I get chills up my spine. And how can you not like the vehicles that they had? The 1996 Dodge Ram with that Dorothy thing on the back. Everyone wanted that kind of model car back then.
That was a nice track, actually.
Anyway, currently, here recently, like I said, The Hobbit, and I said I love Twister. But what I'm really looking forward to right now is seeing the Star Wars Episode 7 because I'm a Star Wars geek as well, and I can do great improv on that. I'm looking forward to see what Disney has in store for the Star Wars fans because obviously, unfortunately, George Lucas decided to sell his rights to the franchise.
That's sad.
Larry, my man.
Alright, honestly, this is a hard question for me. Because from my year of birth, 94, to now, there have been so many good movies. So many good movies. Just to start it all off, the Transformers film series that they came out with, 1 through 4, all great movies and really close to the storyline to begin with. Then there was Van Helsing and Peter Jackson's King Kong.
Oh, yes.
The 2014 Godzilla last year.
Most recently, yes.
And actually, to top the charts, I'm going back to my year of birth with actually a tragic movie, but my best one, Brandon Lee's The Crow. That he's the best superhero I can really think of. And it's a great mythology. I love it. And it's just an all-around awesome movie. It's a shame that he's gone now.
Yeah, same thing with his father.
And Bruce, Brandon, we're gonna miss you.
Yep.
Okay, so I don't really know how the next question's gonna go because I don't know if really anybody does this that much. It was just one of the first favorite questions I think would come to mind because I was thinking of ideals and it was like 4 o'clock in the morning when I was coming up with these. So. I'm apologizing a lot in these videos right now because
Don't worry about it. Just let
But-
me
Just ask him.
if you guys don't do this at all, then just we can pass it on.
All
But what is one of your guys' favorite books? If you know,
I don't read.
I knew he was.
Then you can stay out of this one.
I don't read as much as I want to, but I do read books. My books, however, refer to nonfiction. I love history. I love American history, especially military history. One of my favorite military history, and I'm sorry if I bore your PR fans to death, but this is my opinion. My great-grandfather served in World War II. He was in Germany. I have some of his blood in me. I actually still have all of his equipment when he went to World War II, and one of these days I will show you guys these items. Anyway, and I want to share you guys a unique story that my great-granddad used to tell my grandpa and my grandmother when they were kids. When he was over there, he was in Germany. He was fighting in one of the, I can't remember where he was at. He was in a blown-up church, and anyway, there was explosions everywhere, gunfire here and there. He said it was mass chaos. Anyway, and I'm sorry I'm sorry I'm making a story out of this, but
it's okay. It's okay.
He saw one of the most tragic things to happen at least 10 feet in front of him. A nun was trying to escape from this city or this village. There was an explosion. He saw a nun explode into millions of pieces. He said it was one of the most heart-wrenching things he's ever saw, and probably one of the most bloodiest battles he's ever been a part of. Anyway, that's why I'm more into World War II, military history. I love the weaponry they used back then, tanks, military equipment that they used back then. That's why those are my kind of books. I love nonfiction, and I definitely, since I've gotten into NASCAR in the last 5 years, I love reading Sports Illustrated NASCAR-related magazines. I love keeping up to date with my favorite driver, Dale Earnhardt Jr., but also keep in touch with news updates. And I really want to say this out right now. I'm not sure how many of you guys are Tony Stewart fans, but seriously, it's been a year since he hit and killed that driver out at Canandaigua Motorsport Park. I don't see Tony Stewart as a killer. I'm sick and tired of seeing on Facebook, Twitter, and NASCAR.com that he's a killer. He is not. That guy was under the influence of marijuana, and I'm sorry if his family is... I'm sorry for the family that tragically lost their son that way, but I'm getting sick and tired of people blaming Stewart for something that he's not that. And I know Tony Stewart has been known to be aggressive and a hothead, but Tony Stewart is not a killer. And I'm not a Tony Stewart fan, never have been. I always be the 88 or the 8 when he used to drive it. But give this sympathy for Tony Stewart. He is a well-respected racer, not only in NASCAR, but a well-respected humanitarian and person off the track as well. He donates. He has his own track, Eldora Speedway. I'm pretty sure many of you have heard of it, obviously. But I just want to get that off my chest, because Tony Stewart has been on the news ever since that tragic accident happened. I just need to express my opinion. Anyway, you did say you didn't read books. Go ahead, Larry.
I read books. However, I have too many to name, and most of them are fiction, non-fiction, sci-fi, and
all that shit.
I'm not going to go through the list, so we can carry on to the next question.
And I apologize if my rambling mouth keeps going too long. And this may turn into a 3-parter if it... I don't know.
At this point.
So guys, I told you guys that this camera is not the best camera, even though it's a Best Buy camera, but it only lets me have 20 minutes per video. It's at 18 right now, so we're going to make this a 3-parter thing.
How many questions do you have left, Paul Riley?
Not that many. I mean, just like... Not that many.
How many? Count.
Count.
I'm going to count them off camera, okay? Is that right?
Alright, we'll just turn this into a 3-parter.
If we turn this into a 3-parter, we'll see you in the next episode.
We'll see you in the next episode.
Bye, guys!